Long ago, in a small African village surrounded by golden plains and tall acacia trees, there lived a woman named Abeni. She was known not for her beauty, nor for her wealth, but for something far rarer, her unshakable spirit. Abeni's husband had been taken by illness during the harsh season of drought, leaving her alone with a young daughter named Zuri. Life became cruel after his death. The well dried up, the crops withered, and the villagers whispered that Abeni was cursed. But Abeni never answered their cruelty with anger. She simply said, "The wind may blow against me, but I will still walk forward." Every morning before dawn, she would climb the tallest hill near her village and sit beneath an old baobab tree. There, she spoke softly to the wind, not with words of sorrow, but with prayers of strength. She would say, "Wind, carry away my pain. Bring back only courage." Days turned into months, and still the rains did not come. Her daughter fell ill from hunger. Abeni could have given up, like many had before her, but something inside her refused. She took her last handful of seeds, walked far beyond the village into cracked, barren land, and planted them in silence. Then she looked to the sky and whispered, "If these seeds live, I will live too." The villagers mocked her. "Nothing grows in that dead land," they said. But Abeni kept returning every day, watering the seeds with what little water she could carry, shading them with her hands when the sun burned too fiercely. One morning, as she sat beside the soil, she felt a soft wind brush her cheek. It carried the smell of wet earth. Then, for the first time in years, clouds gathered. Rain fell, fierce, wild, beautiful. The seeds sprouted, green and alive, and the land began to breathe again. The villagers ran to her field, eyes wide with wonder. They said, "Abeni, you spoke to the wind and made it obey." She smiled gently and replied, "No, I spoke to myself, and at last I listened." From that day on, Abeni was no longer called cursed. She was known as the woman who spoke to the wind. Her story spread across villages, teaching people that strength is not in loudness or wealth. It lives quietly inside those who refuse to break. Years later, when her daughter Zuri grew up, she would often sit beneath the same baobab tree and whisper to the wind, "Mother, I can still hear your courage." And sometimes the wind would answer back, soft, steady, and full of love.